Let's get into this soft glam evening makeup look that I did for my friend's birthday. So I started off the look by carving out my brows. Lately, I've been eyes first, then base. So I created this soft bronzy eye for the makeup look. Not too much, just an orange in the crease, a little depth on the outer corner, and then I used a shimmery gold shade in the Shades of London palette. Sorry, I forgot to say what palette I used. Shades of London, their #1 palette. I think it's their original palette. I'm not too sure what the name is. I'll put it in the description. Then I did some winged eyeliner. I always have to breathe a little whew before I do eyeliner. I still need to practice my eyeliner. I need to get better. Now onto base. Of course, using my Yummy Skin by Danessa Myricks to matte out my face. And I've been re-loving again my Huda Beauty foundation, and I use the shade in Chocolate Mousse. It really gets me together. Even though it doesn't really show, I might need a lighter shade. I might do, because in real life, it'd be looking a bit dark on my face. And then I use the McGrath concealer to bring back some not life, that's a bit extreme, just to highlight my face. I use the shade MD15, which I don't normally use, but to get that really bright look, I had to use that. Then of course some bronzer, which is actually my favorite part of the makeup routine, because you can go crazy with concealer and then you can rein it back in with the bronzer. And I use the e.l.f. bronzer in the shade 8. Of course, gotta use my Morphe blush in Yacht Day. Anyway, again, as I said, everything is gonna be in the description box. Of course, I wanted to go for something really rosy, peachy, and that's the look that I went for. Filling out my eyebrows, I don't have much there, using the e.l.f. brow pencil. That brow pencil allows me to get precise strokes, just precise strokes, so I don't go overboard. Finishing off my eyes with some eyeshadow on the bottom. You know what? I've realized that people don't really do that anymore. They don't really put eyeshadow on their bottom, but I still do. And then onto my lips, actually, I put some Charlotte Tilbury powder underneath my eyes to brighten it up. Then onto my lips, the Jordana Ticia lip pencil, can't remember the shade, description box. Then I finished off with the Revolution lipstick. Again, can't remember the shade, in the description box. And then my e.l.f. lip oil in Honey Talk.